So we take off the power of leverage. You see, at a point in my life, I wondered how come some persons become wealthy and they never come down from wealth. Like they remain up there. They remain up there. Meanwhile, there's another set of persons who did what? Who made some money for some time, and after some years, they are no longer up there. How many of you know people that made money at some point in their lives, but some years later, they are broke? They are no longer as wealthy as they used to, or as they were known to be. How many of you know such persons? People who made money, and after some years, those persons are no longer wealthy. How many of you know them? How many of you know such persons? You know some people, right? Beautiful. Today, I am going to teach you, I'm going to show you what is it that keeps people perpetually wealthy. What is it that keeps people perpetually wealthy? Because you see, the goal is for us to become wealthy, to create wealth, and to remain wealthy so that we can keep helping. It doesn't serve you any good that you make money today and tomorrow you are not the one what? You are not the one begging people for money. You know, you had money before. At some point later, you begin to beg people for house rent. You don't want that to happen to you. That's what I'm going to be revealing to you today. Get your writing materials. Make sure you are in the place without distractions, and make sure you pay absolute attention. I had really taken my time to be studying the wealthy. I've taken my time. What is it that makes sure that people remain wealthy? The power of leverage. What is it that keeps people wealthy and forever wealthy? The power of leverage. The power of leverage. You see, when Awolowo, when Coca-Cola came into Nigeria, they came into Nigeria, into the market of Nigeria years ago, so many years ago. And they were looking for investors. They were looking for investors. And a lot of people were turning down the opportunity to invest in Coca-Cola. But you see, Chief Awolowo saw an opportunity of leverage. He saw an opportunity to leverage because they told him that, listen, because you are bringing us into Nigeria, we could pay you off. We could pay you $1 million years ago in the 60s, right? Years ago. We can pay you $1 million. Do you know how much is $1 million as at that time? So much money. So much money. In fact, $1 million used to be the budget of so many countries as at that time. We could pay you off by giving you $1 million. But you see, because this man had the knowledge of what? Of the power of leverage, because he had been exposed to the power of leverage, he said, no, I don't want you to pay me off. Don't give me $1 million today. Because if you give me $1 million today, that's so much money, but guess what? I will squander it. After 2 years, 5 years, that money will no longer be with me. Some people will say, no, give me the $1 million. If you give me the $1 million, I will go and invest in other things that will be giving me money. You that I know. Is it you that I know? You that I know. That 100K that came into your hand, you did not invest anything. The 1 million you have into your account, you are not even investing it. You are spending it on liabilities. Is you that say you invest $1 million? Wait, now I will show you. You will see. You will see why I am talking this way. So the man said, no, I understand the power of leverage. He said, instead, don't pay me What we are going to do is that what? For every bottle of Coca-Cola that is sold, give me a percentage. He said, give me a percentage. So long as you people are in this country, in Nigeria, so long as Coca-Cola is being sold in Nigeria, give me what? A percentage, meager amount of money, kobo. Just pay me some kobo for every single bottle of Coca-Cola that is sold. I am sure that if you are the wife of Awolowo and Awolowo comes home to tell you that, do you know that I was offered $1 million and I told them no, I told them to pay me kobo for every bottle of Coca-Cola that is sold in Nigeria. If you are the wife of Awolowo, what will you do to him? What will you do to him? He said, I said it before, this man, you have decided to make sure that I suffer in your hand. How could you possibly be giving $1 million and you turned it down? But the man said, I understand the power of what? Of leverage. I understand the power of leverage. And more than 1 year, history has it that Coca-Cola in about a year or so only sold 1 bottle. In a whole 1 year, they only sold 1 bottle. Only sold 1 bottle in Nigeria. Oh, all the people that told him you were a fool, all of them started laughing at him. So you see it, you would have collected $1 million and invested it and do this one and do the other one. But look at you now. 1 year has passed, nothing for you. Oh, come on, get out of here, man. Get out of here. But guess what? Today, know how, millions of people are taking bottles of Coca-Cola everywhere in this country, Nigeria. And for every single bottle of Coca-Cola, this man still makes money. This is more than how many years now? This is about 30 years since Awolowo died. But guess what? Till today, the family is still making money and will continue to make money. That family and that generation has been what? Has been liberated from poverty for life. For life. The power of leverage. The power of leverage. The man is no longer alive. But some of you, you know people who are still alive. They were rich at some point, but they are still alive and they are currently broke. I will show you how to make sure that you do what? That you never, ever become broke again. Doing what the world do. The power of leverage. Are you ready for me tonight? Are you ready for me tonight? Let's go. All right. There are 3 types of income in this life. 3 kinds of income. Every one of you who is listening to the sound of my voice, you are either earning from, all of your sources of income is from one of these. The first kind of income is the active income. Somebody saying he can't hear my sound. Please show the person what to do to get the sound, okay? Tell the person what to do to get the sound. Of course, if your teammates are not yet connected by this time, I'm very, very sorry for them. All right. Active income is the kind of money you make using your own time and your own energy. Using your own time and your own energy. What does that mean? That your earnings is dependent on you. The more you work, the more time you spend in that your work, the more money you make. So that is why you will see somebody who does what? Who does a job. And all the person gets paid is a salary. Why? Because you are paid based on the amount of time that you put in. You work for 35 years, you get paid for 35 years. But if you retire from that job, if you are no longer in that job, will you continue to make money for the job, for the works you have done for years ago? Will you continue to earn money for all the works you did years ago as an employee? Will you continue to make money? After 35 years, you have worked, but after 35 years, you are no longer working. Will you continue to get paid based on your effort of 35 years ago? Will you continue to make money? You will not. Is that true? You will not. Once you stop working, once you are no longer active, guess what? You stop earning money. That is why it is called active income. So long as you are actively working, you will continue to make this money. Now, this is the kind of money that footballers earn. When a footballer is actively playing football, when a footballer is actively playing football, that footballer gets paid thousands of dollars per week. Thousands of dollars per week. But if anything should happen to that footballer, he gets an injury that incapacitates him or her, that he or she is no longer able to play football, or in fact, that footballer goes into retirement. He is no longer active playing football. What will happen to him? Will he continue to earn money? Will she continue to earn money? Will they continue to earn money, please? Right? Will they continue to earn money? They will not earn money. They will not be paid for the effort of the years they have put before. No. Why? Because the income they are earning is what? Is active income. How many of you know footballers that made so much money when they were playing football, but later on in life, they are currently broke? How many of you know them? How many of you know examples of footballers that made so much money? They were so rich when they were playing football. But today, as I speak with you, they are not rich anymore. They are not rich. They are what? They are currently broke. How many of you know them? How many of you know them? Right? There are examples of footballers who were what? Who were multi-millionaires when they were playing football. Right? But today, guess what? Those guys, they are no longer playing football. They are no longer making money. Or rather, they are broke. There are some of them who are still wealthy. And these are the persons who understand the next kind of income. So why is it Kanu Nwankwo is not broke? Oh, Kanu Nwankwo is not broke. Are you with me now? Right? Beautiful. Now, the next kind of income is what? The next kind of income is what? Leverage income. Now, this is the kind of money you make using the time and the energy of others. That means that your own earnings is not dependent on your what? On your effort alone. That you work for some years and later on you can be paid based on the effort and the activities of others. Now you see, the people who depend on active income alone, earning active income alone, will become broke. They will never become financially free. But you see, the people who get to understand the power of leverage, right? The power of leverage, right? And they begin to create leverage passive income. What happens is that later on in life, when they are no longer active, guess what? They continue to make money. Let me give you a perfect example. How many of you know JJ Okocha? You know JJ Okocha, right? Right? He was a former footballer. Is that not true? Is he still actively playing football? Is he actively playing football? He's no longer actively playing football. Is that true? Beautiful. Now, let me ask you. Right now, Okocha has retired from football at least more than 10 years ago. I think that was in 2000 or something, right? Almost 20 years ago. Almost 20 years ago. But right now, more than 10 years after he has retired from football, is that guy broke or rich? Is that guy broke or rich right now? Is he broke or rich? Right? Is he broke or rich? He is rich currently. Is that true? He's currently, in fact, he is richer. Thank you. I like that person. He is even richer now. Now, who can tell me why Okocha is currently richer? He's even super rich. Why is he rich right now? How many of you know why he's currently super rich? What is he doing right now that has made him richer? He built a system. Which system did he build? Call the name of the system that he built. Call the name of the system he built. Bet King, thank you very much. Bet King, the guy decided to build a leverage system that enables him to leverage on the money of young, broke people who want to be rich overnight. So he set up Bet King. And what did he start doing through Bet King? He started leveraging all those people who are betting 100 naira, 200, 500, 1,000, 2,000 naira. The guy decided to build a leverage system. And guess what? Every day, young, broke Nigerians, unemployed Nigerians will carry their 100 naira, their 200 naira, and they will go and bet. And as they bet, what happens? So many of them, millions of people are betting 100 naira, just for one person to win. For one person to win 50 million. For one person, out of the millions of them, they put their money together, right? And they will pay the one person who will win, and then he has the remaining change. The guy is currently richer than he was when he was an active footballer. Do you know what? The guy discovered the power of leverage. And he decided to build a leverage system. And that is why today, in fact, if they like, let them be selling petrol for 1,000 naira per liter. Will Okocha keep making money from Bet Niger? Will he keep making money from Bet King? Will he keep making money? Because guess what? No matter, in fact, as bad as the economy is, broke people will go and bring more money to Bet so that they can make more money to come out of poverty. Guess what? This man will never be poor. His generation will never be poor because he has discovered the power of leverage. He has understood the power of leverage. That is why he can never be poor, because he is making money using the time and the energy of others. He is leveraging on the resources of others. He can never be poor. But guess what? Those footballers who are depending on active income, those salary earners who are depending on active income, what is happening to them today? Guess what? If they are depending on active income alone, provided the prices of things are increasing in the market, these guys will continue to go broke. The third kind of income is residual income. This is the kind of income you continue to receive long after you have completed the income producing work. You work for some time, you build something, and that thing will continue to yield money for you years after you have stopped working. Now, guess what? The reason most people are poor, the reason most people become rich and they go back to being poor is because they were depending on active income. Listen to me. If you have a business that requires you to come there and work, you are a photographer, you are a pastry specialist, right? Pastry specialist, all those things, all those cake bakers and the rest of them. You are what is it called? Food vendor. You are what are those businesses that people do again? What are those businesses that people do again? You are a barbing, you have a barbing salon. In fact, you even have plenty of them. You are a fashion designer. All of those things, you are earning active income. You are earning active income. Hairstylist and the rest of that, it is active income. If you remain only on that income, you could make money today. You have a big photo studio, you are making money, you buy a car, you buy 2 cars. If you remain there alone, a time is coming, you will fall back. I'm not prophesying any bad thing to you, please. I am not prophesying that things will not go well with you. Please, that's not what I'm doing, right? But what I'm trying to let you know is that if you are depending on only that active income, that income that is dependent on your effort alone, you have a big shop in main market on it. You have a big you have a big boutique somewhere, and you are making money right now. If it is only active income, if you have not found a way to leverage and to make money off the effort of others, if all of your earning is dependent on your effort alone, if you like, have a very big shop, guess what? you will be among those persons that were once rich and they came down. The only reason people become rich and they go back to poverty is because their earning is active income. Their earning is active income. Because a time is coming, you might not be available to keep doing that kind of work. So the people who remain perpetually rich, the people who remain rich forever are the people who have done who are earning leverage income or residual income. These are the people that once they become rich, they will never go back being broke anymore. And that is what I came here to show you. It is not, the challenge is not that you are not currently making money right now. You are currently making money. You are working. You are a director in the Federal Civil Service. You have a big shop. Your husband opened a big shop for you. You are making money today. The question is, in the next 20 years, will you continue to make money from that particular source of income? In the next 30 years, will you continue to earn money from that particular source of income? That is the question. That is the question. So if you want to make sure that you don't fall from grace, that today you are rich and tomorrow you don't become poor, you must find a way to move out of active income. You must find a way to move out of active income. So some of you, when we are telling you to join this business, to do all of that, you think we are just trying to get money from you. No, sir. No. Are you with me now? What we are trying to show you is how to come out from active income and start earning leverage income. Do you know why? Do you know why? Nobody, listen to me, no one can build wealth without leverage. Nobody, anybody that you know who has ever created wealth, guess what? That person did it with leverage. There is nobody who has ever become wealthy without employing leverage. Those people who are what? Who are doing what? Who are constantly rich, the way they do it is through leverage. What does that mean? That if you want to build wealth, I did not say if you want to become rich. I hope you know that there is a difference between being wealthy and being rich. Rich is the money you have today. Wealthy is the wealth, the money you continue to have, and it cuts across generations. That's being wealthy. If you want to be wealthy, not being rich, your salary can make you rich, right? Your salary can make you rich, but what? Your salary cannot make you wealthy. Are you with me now? So wealth cuts across generations. So if you want to become wealthy, guess what? The only way to create wealth and become wealthy and become perpetually wealthy is through leverage. That was what J.J. Okocha discovered. He said, no, playing football has made me rich. But if I want to become wealthy, I must find a way to leverage. I must create a leverage system. So you have to create a leverage system. That is why you are here. And all you have is a shop. All you have is a salary job. All you have is that your skills that you are using to do something and you are making money. And because of it, you are busy telling yourself, I'm making money, man. I am making money, man. Guess what? You are still a broke person. You are still a broke person. Thank you very much, Onyeka Obi. Riches is measured in what? In cash. But wealth is measured in time. How long can you continue to have the money? That is what we're talking about now. The power of leverage. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Guess what? Leverage is the reason people become rich. Some people become rich and wealthy. And the lack of leverage is also the reason other people do not become rich. I am revealing to you the secret of the wealthy. What is it that makes some people rich and they never become poor? It is leverage. It is leverage. So if you want to cure poverty from your family, you must find a way to leverage. You must find a way to leverage. You cannot just be depending on one particular source of income. No, sir. Can't you see? Your father depended on one source of income. Your mother depended on salary. All their lives, it was salary they were earning. It was active income. Now you saw where it took them to. Later on in life, you are seeing the kind of life your parents had. Some of you had parents who were rich when you were kids, but now that you are grown, you can see that your father that had a business, he had a thriving business, he had a big shop, he was an international dealer, whatever. Right now, the man is struggling for money. You saw what they did, and your senses is not talking to you, telling you, listen to me, do not repeat the mistake of your fathers. And some of you, you are allowing people to deceive you and tell you, only focus on that your job, oh. Don't go and do something else. Don't go and join this networking people, oh. Don't go and do this, don't go and do that. You saw the mistakes your fathers made, and you want to repeat the same mistake? It is insanity. It is insanity to keep doing the same thing over and over again, but you are expecting a different result. Guess what? It is even that your father that made that mistake. That's your mother that made that mistake. She had a business she was doing before. She had money before, but right now they don't have money anymore. They are the ones who are discouraging you from a leverage business. Can't you see that your village people are working overtime? Follow me. By the time I'm done with you today, follow me. Do not repeat the mistakes of your fathers. Never. This was what I saw. And I said, no. I cannot repeat the mistakes of my fathers. I can't depend on active income as an architect. No. I have discovered the secret of the wealth of the wealthy. And that is the power of leverage. I am going to show you examples of people, organizations who will never go broke, even if there is recession, even if there is no subsidy, even if the world is coming to an end. Guess what? These guys will never be poor. If they like, let everywhere be dry. Let it be that there's no money. This set of persons will never be poor. They will never be poor. Are you with me now? Examples of people that will never be poor is what? Banks. People that understand leverage and they are employing leverage and they will never go broke is banks. How many of you know that what? That a bank does not have their own money? I hope you know. Bankers, they don't have money. They don't have their own money. Like banks, they don't have their own money. What did the banks do? The banks simply set up a leverage system that does what? That ensures that people come and drop their money with them. And what begins to happen? The banks begin to leverage on other people's money. They begin to make use of other people's money. And as they are leveraging on other people's money, they are using it to what? To create wealth. And guess what? So long as this life remains, people will always carry their money and go and keep in the bank. In fact, they have made it a taboo that if you are a living being, you must have a bank account. And guess what? They will take your money. They will go and give out loans with it. When they give out loans, they will be collecting interest on those loans. And when they collect the interest from the loans, how much do they pay you that is the owner of the money? How much do they pay you? How much do they pay you? Tell me. They used your money and they made money. They leveraged on your money. How much do they pay you? They don't even pay you at all. Is that not true? In fact, they are even charging you on top of it. Gone are those days when you want to open an account. They'll tell you, see this account, you're going to be getting interest. Right now, they don't give any interest. They don't give any interest. You have to ask for it. You have to ask for it. And there's a kind of account, a minimum balance you must have. So guess what? On top of it, they are even charging you. They are taking service charge from you. They are doing what? They will even charge you what? Service charge. When you want to get your ATM, they will charge you your SMS charge and all of that and all of that. You see all those small money, Abi? You see those small money they are taking from you. By the time they do what? They collect those small money from so many of us, millions of us. That small service charge becomes what? Millions of naira in a month. Millions of naira every day. What do? They have perfected. They understand the power of leverage and they have positioned themselves and they are leveraging. They are leveraging. They are leveraging on their customers. I hope you know that when you open a bank account with a bank, you are automatically the downline of that bank, the downline of the owners of the bank. Are you aware? Are you aware? Are you aware that banking is also networking? I believe I have bankers in this meeting. I believe I have bankers in this meeting. Every account you open, you automatically become the downlines of the owners of those banks. These guys, they understand networking very well. So they decided to package the networking and they gave the name of their own networking business what? Bank. And the thing looks touche. And people are willingly doing what? People are willingly signing up under their downlines. They are signing up. You go and use your money, you go and open the bank account, and you become their downline. Are you aware? These guys understand the power of leverage. All of you that have bank account, you see, when your friend tells you networking is not my thing, you tell him, I hope you are aware that you are the downline of your bank. Do you have a bank account? They say, are you aware that you are also a networker? You are somebody's downline. That is why they have account officers. That's why you see that all those account officers, those marketers, all of them, once you want to open bank account, all of them will be struggling. They'll be struggling. Let them come and open under me. Let them come and open under me. Guess what? Guess what? What are they looking for? They are looking for downlines. They are looking for downlines. Are you following me now? Are you following me now? So guess what? Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of a man. This man understood the power of leverage. Hi. This guy understood the power of leverage. He said, no. I have seen how people make money by leveraging. The guy said, let me go and open a bank so that I can have my downlines, so that I can have downlines under me. And I can be doing what? I can be leveraging on these downlines. Just one example of a Nigerian bank. Now, this is Mr. Tajuddin Afolabi, the co-founder of GT Bank. Do you understand? Right? The co-founder of GT Bank. He started up GT Bank with his friend who is late, right? Who is late today, right? They started this bank in 1990, right? Yes. In 1990, that was when they started the bank, GT Bank. They started GT Bank in 1990, or is it 2000? I can't remember, but okay, I think it's 1990, yeah. It's in 1990. They started GT Bank in 1990. This guy said, no, we want to do what? We want to leverage. He was working as an accountant before somewhere. His father was actually an accountant. Sorry, was working for one of the brokerage. He was working in a financial institution, rather. So the guy went to school, Yaba Tech, and studied accountancy. Went to UK, got a degree in accountancy again. And the man was working, collecting salary. He said, no, I cannot live my life collecting salary and active income alone. The man said, oh, I understand the power of leverage. He said, how can I leverage? What can I do to make sure that I leverage? The man said, let us go and form a bank. He told his friend, guy, come. We need to start leveraging. Let us go and form a bank. And we're going to call that bank Guaranteed Trust Bank. People will come and keep their money with us. When they keep their money with us, we are going to be leveraging. He was 36 years old as at when he started to leverage. When he discovered the power of leverage, Jimmy Agbaje is an employee. I hope you know that. He's an employee. These are the founders of what? These are the founders of GT Bank. Right? Now, the guy decided to go and leverage. And then they started up GT Bank. They started building GT Bank. They started building GT Bank. He served as the what? As the CEO of GT Bank for so many years. I think from 1990 to 2001 or something like that, right? Yes, to 2001 or something like that. Then he resigned and then handed over to his friend, right? Who was the vice chair then. So this guy discovered a way to start leveraging. All the years, for the other past 36 years of his life, this guy was collecting peanuts as salary as an employee. But immediately he started leveraging. Today, this man is a multi-billionaire. This man is a multi-billionaire. Are you following me now? Guess what? He has resigned his position as the CEO of GT Bank. He is no longer working for GT Bank. He's no longer working in GT Bank. But do you think he's still making money or not? Till tomorrow, GT Bank is still generating income for him. He has employed others who are working for him. The Agbaje family, what's the name of the other? Jimmy Agbaje was the one that ran for governorship and all that. But then his brother, who is the current CEO of GT Bank, guess what? This man does not need to enter GT Bank for him to make money. But as he is sleeping, GT Bank is generating income. In fact, I think last week, GT Bank actually published their earnings. And guess what? GT Bank is a multi-billion company as I speak with you right now. Guess what? Till tomorrow, this man is still making money. His net worth has increased. He is now worth $550 million. Please, somebody should punch this thing and convert it to Naira. With the current Naira rate right now, the current dollar rate right now, how much is his net worth? Please, how much is his net worth? Oh, God. Are you following me now? How much is his net worth? Convert this $550 million to Naira. Convert it. Somebody say error in calculator. Your calculator cannot calculate it. Chad. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? That's almost what? That's almost 550 billion. Somebody's net worth. Do you think, how long does this man need to work for the rest of his life to be able to get this type of this thing? Right? To get this type of net worth. How many years did he need to work from his active income and he will be able to generate this kind of income? There is no way, even in eternity, there's no way he will have this kind of net worth. But the man discovered the power of leverage. He had to go and set up a bank so that he can do what? He can leverage so that all of you can become his downline. Can I ask you today? Can I ask you today, how many of you have the money to start up a bank like Mr. Tajuddin so that you can be leveraging? How many of you have the money to start up a bank like he did? Do you think it cost him some few nairas for him to be able to start up this bank? Do you think it's small money it took him? But you see, he had to invest so much money. And today, how many of you can afford to start up your own bank so that you too can be leveraging? How many of you can do that? How many of you can do that? The power of leverage. The power of leverage. iPhone, you raise up your hand. Okay, oh, by faith, Abi. By faith, Abi. Beautiful. Now, let us look at another example of people who are leveraging that will never be poor. The telecommunications what? The telecommunications companies. These telecommunication companies, these guys decided to do what? They decided to set up a leverage system. Guess what? Guess what? Whether there is recession in Nigeria, people will still be recharging their phone, true or false? True or yes? Whether subsidy has been removed, in fact, whether subsidy, in fact, I don't even know how to describe this. No matter how bad the condition of Nigeria is, will people still buy recharge card or not? Guess what? Whether they pay you salary or not, will you buy recharge card or not? Hey, whether you make market or not, right? Whether you sold in your shop, whether customers came and bought things from you, will you recharge your phone or not? In fact, our mothers who are in the village, Our mothers who are in the village, they are farmers. They don't even know anything. But guess what? They will call you on your phone and will tell you, my son, my recharge card has finished. So send me recharge card. Almost everybody in this country that has a phone buys at least 100 naira recharge card almost every day. Almost every day. Whether you make money or not, whether they are owing you salary or not, whether you eat food or not. Some of you, you will not eat food, but you will recharge your phone. You will recharge your phone. These guys understood the power of leverage. God, they decided to set up a leverage system that makes sure that whether there is money or not, people must come and buy their product. People must come and recharge. And they are leveraging on people. They are leveraging on people. Even the broke, unemployed Nigerians, all of them still have a phone. A broke Nigerian that does not have money, he's not even making money, will still recharge his phone. What does that mean? Come rain, come shine, the owners of telecommunications company will continue to make money. They will never be poor in their lives because they have discovered and they understand the power of telecommunications. They understand the power of what? The power of leverage. They have set up a leverage system that is giving them money for the rest of their lives. That will continue to give them money for the rest of their lives. Guess what? Guess what? Last year, 2022, the Nigerian Communications Commission told us that what? Just in the year 2022 alone, all these telecommunications companies, they generated 56.3 billion naira just from SMS. This ordinary 44 naira, right? This ordinary 44 naira, this ordinary 44 naira text message, only from text message, not from data, not from airtime, not from anything, just from 44 naira text message, they generated 56.3 billion in just 1 year, not in 2 years, not in 10 years, just 1 year, just from SMS. How much do you think they generated from recharge cards? How much do you think they generated from what? From data. Only SMS generated 56.3 billion. Ordinary what? Ordinary 44 naira. Ordinary 44 naira. Ordinary 44 naira. Ordinary 44 naira. In just 1 year. In just 1 year. In just 1 year. The power of leverage. You see what leverage can do? Leverage can make people stupendously rich. God. Oh, God. A man discovered the power of leverage in the telecommunications company. And after MTN came into the country, the guy decided, he said, no, I must go and set up a leverage business. The man was an oil tycoon. Do you understand? He was already doing business. Do you understand? Right? He was already doing business in the oil sector. He said, no. This oil of a thing, one day oil is going to stop. He said, one day this oil will not keep paying me. One day I will stop making money from oil. He decided to go and set up his own world, his own telecommunication company, so that he can leverage. That's Mike Adenuga. The guy decided to set up his own telecoms company so that he too can leverage. It is not only MTN that is going to leverage. He is the first Nigerian that started a telecoms company. Even though he's the owner of what that is this corn oil. He's the owner of corn oil. He was already in what? In oil and gas. The guy said, no, there is no leverage in this world. The kind of leverage I'm looking for, I cannot get it in oil and gas. The guy went and set up his own company, telecommunications company. And today, he is a billionaire in what? In dollars. He's a billionaire in dollars. Hey, when he was in oil and gas,
He was a billionaire, but guess what? Not this type of billionaire. He was a billionaire in Naira until he went into telecommunications. That is when the guy started leveraging the kind of leverage that he could not imagine. He is the second biggest telecoms company in the whole of Nigeria. Now, let me ask you something. What do you think was the advice his friends gave him when he wanted to start up this leverage business? What do you think his friends told him? He was the first and the only Nigerian to even think of owning a telecoms company. What do you think his family members told him? What do you think his village people told him? What do you think his friends told him? That he wanted to go and start up a what? They would have told him he's crazy. He wants to go and waste his money. This was in 2000 or 2003. They would have told him, my guy, this thing is for Oyibo people. Nigerians cannot run a successful global telecommunications company. They must have told him it will not work. They must have told him, don't forget you are in Nigeria. This type of thing does not work. It's only white people that can do this thing. The guy said, no, I understand the power of leverage. No matter what it is going to cost me, the guy went into the business because he needed to leverage. Today, the guy is a multi-billionaire. He started up Globacom at the age of 50. He said, I have worked, I have made money from other things, but there is no leverage there. He said, I need a business that can give me leverage. And he decided to put in his money. How much do you think the man did what? The man invested. Do you understand? How much do you think the man invested to start up Globe? How much do you think? The question I have to ask you is this. How many of you have the money to set up your own telecommunication company so that you can also start leveraging like Mike Adenuga? How many of you have that kind of money? Some of you, even when they sell your whole village, they sell all of your village. The money to start up a company like this is not, you will not get it. Jonathan, they will not get it. That is the question. All of us know that we can liberate through telecommunications. We can liberate. But the question is, how many of us have the money to go and start up that kind of company so that you too can leverage? Are you seeing it now? Guess what? I'm not done. Oh. Make sure you are following me. Follow me. Today I came to conduct deliverance. You know, some of you, we are telling you, don't. Oh God, let me not get there yet. That's the problem. We don't have the money to start up. Another set of persons who are doing what? Another set of persons who are doing what? Who are actually making money through leverage, who are leveraging on all of us. Example is what? Our federal government. Our federal government, all the government, both federal and state government. I hope you know that all of us are the downlines of our president. Are you aware? Are you aware? All of us in Nigeria, so long as you are born in this country, Nigeria, guess what? You automatically become the downline of the president of the country. Why do you think all the politicians, they are spending money? They are spending money to do campaign. They are all spending money to do campaign. All of them. Do you know why they are doing campaign? They want to become our upline. They want to become our upline. Are you with me now? They all want to. That's why they're spending all this money. Because they know that, can you imagine? Having 200 million downlines, almost see leverage now. See leverage. The federal government of Nigeria is leveraging on all of us through what? Taxes. All of us pay tax. We are paying taxes to the federal government of Nigeria. If you are working, whether your salary is enough or not, you must pay tax. Somebody thought about how to what? Do you understand? Somebody thought about how do we make sure we liberate. He said, let us form what is called government. He said, democracy is the government of the people, by the people, for the people. They did not finish the story. They did not tell us that those people are going to become the downlines of the people who are in the helm of affairs. Are you with me now? Are you with me now? Right? Are you with me now? So guess what? Somebody decided to form what is called government. And what happened? They say if we form a government, all the citizens of the country, all of them will start contributing small money. When they contribute it through tax, they will give us the money. When they give it to us, we will use the money to build roads. We will use the money to build schools. We will build the money to give them light. We will use the money to build roads and put all of those amenities that we actually need. Whether you like it or not, they are all leveraging on us. The federal government of Nigeria is leveraging on us. Now, do you know what? You see that electronic money transfer charges that they used to charge you every month. In fact, every week, sir. Some of you they will be charging you 15 naira for every transaction from 10,000 naira and above. Guess who is making that money? It's the federal government of Nigeria. Last month of August, the amount of money that the federal government generated from electronic money transfer alone, was up to 13 billion. 13 billion naira from that 50 naira that they are withdrawing from you. That day, you see, you receive a text message from your bank that what electronic money transfer fee. They will, and it is 50 naira. You don't feel it. You don't feel it. It's a common ordinary 15 naira. Some of you don't even look at it. But guess what? At the end of the month, by the time they collect 50 naira from all their downlines in this country that have a bank account, guess what? It will amount to 13 billion in just 1 month. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Jonathan, some of you in 1 month, the amount of money that is getting is what? Some of you, they even withdraw up to 300 naira from you in 1 month, 400 naira from you in 1 month, all of that in 1 month. That is the power of leverage. That is the power of leverage. Are you following me now? You can see it now. So all these guys discovered how to leverage. They had to set up systems that ensure. And guess what? Let me tell you, no matter the amount of recession in Nigeria, federal government will never lack money. Federal government will never lack money. So long as the government continues to leverage, the government will never lack money. I'm telling you the truth. They will never. Do you know why? The power of leverage. And some of you are here. The only source of income you have is when somebody pays you salary. When somebody comes to buy things in your shop, that is the only source of income you have. Wake up, oh. Wake up, wake up, wake up. There is a way people are making money. Do you know that since 1960, they started leveraging on us? Even before so many of us, some of us will come and go. Right? Some of the politicians will come and go. Guess what? The country will keep leveraging on us. Why? The power of leverage. God, the power of leverage. The power of leverage. Now, follow me. We're getting into the meat of the discussion now. Now, all successful people, they have one thing in common. Did you notice that all the people that I showed you who are successful in business, they have one thing in common? And what is that thing that they have in common? What is that thing that they have in common? What is that thing that they have in common? They have leverage. They have leverage. Everybody who is successful today, everybody who is a multi-billionaire, everybody that you know who is on top of money, that never becomes broke, those people do what? All of them have one thing in common. And what is that thing? Leverage. So can I tell you that if whatever you are currently doing right now, you do not have leverage, there is no leverage, there is no guarantee that even if you stop working today, you will continue.